Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises and double honors due to Yahweh Bashem HaMashiach or Malak Yahushai. Secondly, Brother Yardan. WFI Detroit coming back at you with yet another video. Now, before I dive into this cold cut, I want to give a warm salute and welcome to the men, women, and children that are laboring day in and day out. And by labor, that means fasting, praying, reading, studying, examining yourself, presenting your body a living sacrifice, and of course, naturally, bringing forth fruit, meet for repentance. So with that being said, I'm going to dive into this video. And as brothers and sisters can see if you're watching, on the night of September 7th through 8th of 2025, this year, nearly 7 billion people, which is about 85% of the world's population, will witness a total lunar eclipse coinciding with the supermoon. So what does that mean for us? Well, let's see. What did the Lord say about the constellations and the moons and the sun? What does he have to say? Why would he make these things? Is it just so the plants can kind of get energy, and is it just for us to enjoy a day on a nice hot day? This is Genesis chapter 1 verse 14. Slakia. Genesis chapter 1 verse 14. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for years." And so that's exactly what the purpose of this blood moon is. It's for a sign. And in the Bible, which we'll get soon, it also refers to it as a token, which is again a sign. And so what is a sign for? A sign is a warning for you to get your life together, for you to understand what's about to come before you. That's why you have stop signs. They're warning you to look on your left and your right, lest you get destroyed by a car. So again, a sign is a great wonder, especially when it comes from the Most High God. So let's get another verse. Let's get 2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they shall dwell upon earth, shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Now, what are these signs? These signs is the moon turning red. The signs is the sun shifting in color, and the spirit of the sun isn't really like how it used to be, right? It's turning grayish red, and there's these different colors. These are signs in the heavens. But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And that's facts, because back in ancient Rome, although you had sodomites, they weren't professing it and claiming it to be like an identity and pushing it towards the nations as they are now. Now you go to every country, you got LGBT flags. It wasn't like that in the past. Things are only going to get worse. Things are only going to get more wicked. Sins are only going to increase. And what that means is that the Lord is fed up. Therefore, he's going to give us a sign warning us to get right. Even as he done with the prophets, he gave them signs for the people. So with that, I'll bring out two more precepts. Joel chapter 2. Verse 30, and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Now some people are about to jump in the comment boards. Well, hold up. I've seen blood moons. Christ didn't come yet. Oh, hold on. We're not dealing with your time. We're dealing with the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You have to understand that these signs are markers for you to realize, damn, with each and every great blood moon, some type of cataclysmic catastrophe happens upon earth. And you have to be a fool not to notice or realize and put two and two together, right? A sign is a hint. A sign is a clue. The Lord's not going to come down off his throne and get a blueprint and paper and make a whole a map of what's going to happen. He wants you to get better out of sincerity and in truth. This is how you separate the wheat from the tares. So this is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord, Salakia, 2 and 28. So that's what I want. 2 and 19. Let's start at verse 18. 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on mine handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. If that's not being done, I don't know what to tell you. And I will shew wonders in the heavens above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. I mean, all these wildfires that's happening more frequently. We wasn't having wildfires in the 1600s. It wasn't happening. So again, you have to be a fool not to consider these things and just think, oh, that's Mother Nature. Oh, that's what did they say? That's global warming. No, this is the Lord touching our earth. And it shall come to pass that whosoever, it's like verse 20, and the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and notable day of the Lord come. So for all we know, the Lord could come the next day, 2 days later. I mean, it's harvesting time. The Lord's getting ready to call forth his angels and to pour in the harvest. But with that, Abaratazah, Israel can diligently search and seek what's going on with the blood moon, and Lord willing, provoke you to do more for the Most High God and realize, this is serious. Things only get serious in people's lives once something happens. That's the only time people take things serious. Once something happens, that's the only time. Prior to that, you're living on a dream. You're living on a cloud. So with that, Aparatazah, Israel has been edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.